Alrighty, so you're tuning in because your AC switch, which is, well, this is your AC switch, but your actual fan controls, sorry, not that one, this one down here. Your fan blower switch, which controls the speed of your vent, is burnt up or it just isn't working. So the problem I came into is, yep, it burnt up. So it got hot, fried, shorted, whatever you want to call it, and it's no longer functioning. So what you gotta do is you go down Harbor Freight. Not Harbor Freight, I'm sorry. You go down to O'Reilly's or any auto parts store that you have that you trust. This cost me $30. I looked on eBay. It was about $40 to $55, $60. So O'Reilly's was cheaper, quicker, and easier. So I just ran down there, grabbed one for $30. The problem is, well, it's not really a problem. Just the complication is actually getting it installed. So what we're going to do is, I already have everything all pulled apart, but I want to show you what you need to do. So, down yonder on top of the swamp cooler is my glove box. Glove box goes right here. You have a screw up top in your glove box, you open it up, and you have a screw here and a screw here. And if I can find it at the moment, which I can't, there we go. The screw hole is going to be actually up in here. So anyways, there's two screws under the lid, one outside the lid, and there's one down below in the bottom right of your glove box, and I believe bottom no, there's none on the bottom left, I'm sorry. So there's those three screws. Either way, you'll find out where there's a screw by what's not coming apart as you pull it apart. Now, that's the first part that comes off your car. So you take that off, take it out of the car. Next part is going to be underneath here. There's a little shroud that goes around here. Just, it clips. There's a clip on one side, clip on the other side, just friction pulls apart. Pull that out, take it out. In fact, if I can find it, I don't even, here it is. So it's just that little shroud that goes underneath, sticks underneath there. It's got that little tray there. Alright, so now that that's off, the next thing you're going to pull apart is your cigarette lighter and your little ashtray and that whole assembly. So the ashtray goes right here, and then you have, which screws put that bad boy on? I believe it's this one here, this one down here, this one down here. So you just unscrew those, pull those out, that comes off, you pull that apart gently. It doesn't completely come apart. Then you're going to come over here and pull this apart. This has a couple wires connecting it, so you're going to want to just kind of lay it down. There's a screw down in the bottom left corner, there's a screw in the bottom right corner. There's a screw top left, I think right here. You'll see them. Start pulling it gently, and what doesn't give way has a screw attached to it. So you just unscrew it and pull it apart. So this comes off, lay it down flat. Now, I have a couple extra wires that you may or may not be noticing. A couple of those little wire nuts right there. Those are connected to a little antenna, which I really hate, by Triad. Can't get this out myself. I've tried rewiring it to the original wires and the car does not start. So I'm going to have to pay somebody to take that out. Anyways, long story short, we're going to get back to the original job you're watching this video for. So after this comes off, you're going to pull this down, just gently lay it down. Then you have this little cover that goes up here. This just kind of pull off all the little slider covers. Then you just pop this straight off. Put that aside. Then you have this. Now there's one screw here, one screw here, and one screw here. You're going to unscrew those. Take those screws aside, put that aside. This is where my radio was. Here's my radio. So the radio just kind of fits, that whole assembly fits up in here, like so, and those screws are just going to kind of hold it in there. So you unscrew those, it pops, it comes down and slides out. And then you just gently put it down along the side so you don't pull any wires out. Put that bad boy right there. And then what we have left is what you see. So now we have all that removed all the way over to the side. Lay it all down gently. Try not to lose any screws because it is very easy to do. What you're going to do now is I just kind of took this upper dash and gently pulled it up a bit just to give a little bit of wiggle room, because we could all use a little bit of wiggle room in our lives. And then what we're going to do now is let that focus in so you guys can see a little bit clearer. There we go. It's trying to do its job. There we go. Okay, so now we have the unit. Just kind of wiggle it a bit. I did screw it in, so I'm not going to be able to wiggle it up for you. But this will be a little bit looser than what you see here. just kind of pop it up like that. And then this is the assembly you're going to want to remove. Now to remove this, it's not that hard. All you do is you take your finger and you push it back and it's going to slide out of position. It's in little clips. Just push it back. And once it's pushed back, you're going to pull it out. This little cord here is going to a light. That light just pops right out. You just kind of grab the wires gently and firmly and slide right backwards and it's going to pop out of position. This you can take down and kind of maneuver so you have it flat. This little hole right here is a little clip for the whole wiring harness that clips into place. So you take a little tiny screwdriver, which I should have around here somewhere. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the old one since it's a little bit easier to focus on. Here's my old one. That little hole right there, you just pop a little screwdriver in there, push the clip down, and slide the wiring assembly out. Pretty simple. I'm sure you've done it before. If not, you will find out very quickly and very easily. So, now that this is out, you just replace the wiring assembly into it. You pop the new light in. You struggle to get this back in. It's not too hard, but a little bit of a difficulty. Line it up with the little clips that are up in here, and it just will go up and slide into position. And it doesn't click or anything, but it'll just kind of firmly attach to, I wish you could see, oh, you kind of can. There's a little black clip at the tip of my finger right there. That's kind of holding it up against the air conditioning assembly up here. You'll figure it out. It's not that difficult, and it comes pretty second nature, I suppose. I don't know. Anyways, so once that is attached, you're good to go. Go ahead and turn your car on. I would turn mine on, but I don't really want to turn it on upside down. So, turn it on, test it out. Make sure it's working before you reassemble everything. Once that's reassembled, or once that's working, you just kind of take your dash and gently but firmly push it back on. Make sure it's clipping into position. This is missing a little bit of a no. Yeah, give it a second. Gently now, gently. There we go. You gotta be very gentle with these Toyotas. They're very delicate. Alright, so once that's put into its proper position, now stick that in there like that, and then you're gonna want to take all this assembly. Oops, let's focus that camera back in a little bit. There we go. You're gonna want to take all this assembly and put it all back together. So you're gonna want to start with this, pop that up in place, screw that on, then you want to put this on, the shroud underneath, and then your glove box back on. I did forget to tell you about the side little shrouds in the bottom corners there. You're going to want to take those off first. There's one in this bottom corner that just kind of pulls right off and out, and there's one in that corner that does the same thing. Take both those out, put them aside. Let me find one so I can show you what it looks like. That right there, you'll know what it is. It just comes up and sticks in the corner on the bottom here, just kind of for looks. Anyways, and that's that. Once you get all that put in and put together, you should be good to go, and your fan blower should be working again. And yeah, you'll be good to go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful. Any comments, questions, as always, are welcome, and I will hopefully be answered in a timely fashion. If I'm unable to answer them for you, please have another subscriber, or actually another subscriber. Please feel free to answer that for that subscriber. And I will see you on the next one.